My name is Scott Green, for the record. I actually live in Osteen, Florida. However, I'm a stakeholder in this area in that we also have a home on North Hutchinson Island on the riverside, totally for the purposes of recreational fishing down here. And I'm also a former state chairman of Florida of the Coastal Conservation Association. We have about 9,000 members here in the state, and the mission of coastal conservation is to enhance and protect fisheries resources in coastal waters around the state, and that's our goal is fisheries conservation. As you mentioned, we are conservationists, we are not preservationists, to make that clear. I think Mark did a great job, and I'm not going to echo many of the things he said. As I listened to the first two speakers, my comments got shorter and shorter and shorter. But our board of directors and our senior leadership opposed this project, and I'll kind of grind it down to just one or two things, and that is as Councilman Solari mentioned, we have a sick lagoon system. It was caused by a perfect storm of catastrophic environmental things that happened about 4 years ago, and primarily in 2010. But it carried over into a situation where we lost 40% of our seagrass in the system, 40% of the breeding habitat, and in front of this boat ramp you have a documented situation of a grass flat that is the premier recruitment grass flat in the whole Indian River Lagoon system. And it's been documented for years, many years before this issue came up. And one of the facts that we can't avoid, and that is, if you change the scope of this ramp and you allow more and bigger boats access to this area, it will change the boating patterns in the waters directly in front of the boat ramp. It will change the patterns of the fish. It will change the breeding patterns of the fish. We have no idea to what extent that's going to be, but it will affect the grass flat. It will affect the fish. And for that reason alone, it's enough for us to oppose it. So with that, I would say, on a personal note, this is not a Florida conservation note, if there were such a thing, and I have some experience with two particular groups, the Nature Conservancy and Ducks Unlimited, and if there was a marine version of those two organizations, it would come in and buy this flat and retire it for the public in perpetuity, period. This is that type of place. Thank you.
Thank you.